Have you ever wondered what you'd do if you suddenly had $1 million? Would you buy a luxury car? A mansion? Maybe just pay off all your debts and travel the world? It's a fun dream, but have you ever thought about the practical side? Like, where would you even keep all that money? If you're rethinking about stuffing it under your mattress or just letting it sit in a regular bank account, you might want to reconsider. Because the ultra-rich, the millionaires and billionaires of the world, are doing something completely different. They're quitting cash. And there seems to be a specific tipping point, the $1 million mark. By 2026, this trend is expected to accelerate dramatically. So why are millionaires abandoning physical cash and even traditional savings accounts? And what does this mean for the rest of us? Let's dive in. First, let's talk about the problem with cash. Imagine you have $1 million in $100 bills. That stack would weigh over 22 pounds or 10 kilograms. It's bulky, it's risky to move around, and it's a huge security risk. Storing it at home makes you a target for theft, and in case of a fire or a flood, poof, it's gone. No insurance is going to cover $1 million in cash lost from your sock drawer. But the physical risks are just the beginning. The real enemy of cash is silent and invisible: inflation. Inflation is the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising, and subsequently, the purchasing power of currency is falling. If inflation is at 3% per year, your $1 million in cash will only have the buying power of $970,000 in a year. In a decade, that $1 million would be worth less than $740,000 in today's money. It's like having a hole in your pocket that's constantly leaking money. Millionaires understand this better than anyone. They see cash not as an asset, but as a depreciating tool. It's useful for small, everyday transactions, but for storing wealth? Absolutely not. It's a guaranteed way to lose money over time. So if they're not holding cash, where are they putting their money? This brings us to the core strategy of the wealthy: making their money work for them. They don't just store wealth, they grow it. The goal is to have their assets generate returns that are higher than the rate of inflation. A savings account might seem like a step up from cash under the mattress, but let's be realistic. The interest rates on typical savings accounts are often laughably low, sometimes less than 1%. After you factor in inflation, you're still losing purchasing power every single year. You might see the number in your account go up slightly, but what that money can actually buy is shrinking. This is why millionaires look beyond traditional banking for wealth preservation and growth. They've moved into a world of investments. Their money isn't sitting still, it's actively participating in the economy. This is the fundamental shift in mindset that happens around that $1 million mark. You stop thinking like a saver and start thinking like an investor. So, what are these investments? The portfolio of a millionaire is usually diverse, designed to balance risk and reward. A huge chunk of their wealth often goes into the stock market. They're not just day trading and trying to get rich quick. They're investing in well-established blue-chip companies that have a long history of growth and paying dividends. Think of companies like Apple, Microsoft, or Coca-Cola. By owning a piece of these companies, they benefit from their success. As the company grows, the value of their shares increases, and the dividends provide a steady stream of passive income. It's like getting a paycheck just for owning the stock. This is a primary way they outpace inflation. If the market returns an average of 8 to 10% per year, they're not just beating inflation. They're significantly growing their wealth. But they don't stop there. Diversification is key. Another favorite asset class for the wealthy is real estate. This isn't just about buying a fancy home to live in. It's about investment properties, residential apartment buildings, commercial office spaces, industrial warehouses. These properties generate rental income, which provides a consistent cash flow. On top of that, real estate tends to appreciate in value over the long term. It's a tangible asset, something you can see and touch, which provides a sense of security that digital numbers on a screen sometimes can't. Plus, there are often significant tax advantages associated with real estate investing, which is another big reason the rich love it. They use debt or leverage to buy properties, meaning they only have to put down a fraction of the cost, but they get the full benefit of the rental income and appreciation. It's a powerful wealth-building tool. Beyond stocks and real estate, the truly wealthy diversify even further. They invest in what are known as alternative investments. This can include private equity, where they invest directly in private companies before they go public. It's high risk, but the potential for returns can be astronomical. Think about being an early investor in a company like Uber or Airbnb. Another area is venture capital, funding startups and new technologies. They also invest in hedge funds, which use complex strategies to generate returns in both rising and falling markets. And then there are tangible assets like fine art, vintage cars, rare wines, and precious metals like gold and silver. These are often seen as a hedge against economic uncertainty. When financial markets are volatile, the value of a rare painting or a bar of gold can remain stable or even increase. These assets aren't just for show. They are a strategic part of a sophisticated wealth preservation plan. So, what's happening in 2026 that's accelerating this shift away from cash? A few key factors are converging. First, technology. The rise of fintech, digital banking, and seamless investment platforms has made it easier than ever to move money out of cash and into investments. You can buy stocks, real estate shares, and even cryptocurrencies with a few taps on your phone. The friction of investing is disappearing. Second, global economic trends. We're living in an era of persistent inflation and low interest rates. Governments around the world have printed massive amounts of money, which devalues cash. The wealthy see this and are moving their assets into things that can't be easily devalued. Third, there's a generational wealth transfer happening. Younger millionaires, who are more digitally native and comfortable with technology, are inheriting wealth and are far less likely to hold on to large amounts of cash. They grew up with digital payments and online investing, so it's a natural move for them. Now you might be thinking, this is great for millionaires, but I don't have $1 million. What does this have to do with me? Everything. The strategies of the wealthy offer a blueprint for anyone who wants to build financial security. You don't need $1 million to start thinking like an investor. The principle is the same. Make your money work for you so you don't have to work for your money forever. Thanks to technology, investing is more accessible than ever. You can start investing in the stock market with as little as a few dollars through fractional shares. You can invest in real estate through real estate investment trusts, or REITs, which are basically funds that own a portfolio of properties. The key is to start, even if it's small. Educate yourself about personal finance. Learn about compound interest, which Albert Einstein supposedly called the eighth wonder of the world. It's the process of your earnings generating their own earnings. It's how small, consistent investments can grow into a substantial nest egg over time. The big takeaway here is that cash is a tool for spending, not a strategy for saving or building wealth. A millionaire's secret isn't some complex formula. It's a shift in mindset. They view their money as an army of workers that should be deployed to capture more value. Letting that army sit idle in a low-interest bank account, or even worse, as physical cash, is a recipe for losing the war against inflation. So, while you might not be buying a private jet tomorrow, you can start adopting the habits that build and protect wealth. Start by paying off high-interest debt, building an emergency fund, and then begin your investment journey. The future of money is dynamic, not static. The sooner we all understand that, the better our chances of achieving our own financial goals. The $1 million tipping point is just the moment when this reality becomes impossible to ignore. For the rest of us, it's a lesson we can learn and apply much, much earlier. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into how money really works. Let me know in the comments what your first investment would be if you started today. See you in the next video.